How's it going, everyone? Blake here with another video, and today on this Blake of Spades episode, I am going to be talking about one of the most, if not the most, polarizing pro athlete ever, Tim Tebow. Yes, Tim Tebow. So the news broke late last week that former Florida Gators and Denver Broncos quarterback Tim Tebow was given a tryout as a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are my second favorite team in the NFL. Don't laugh at me, okay? Whatever. You know, there's a story there. I'll talk about it in another video. Whatever. Anyways, so, yeah, he got a tryout as a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are, of course, head coached by his former college coach, Urban Meyer. I said coach a lot right there. Immediately when the news broke, it was predictably met with a mixed response from fans, journalists, and analysts alike. To date, there has been no word on whether or not Tim Tebow will get a training camp invite. My thoughts on this are, well, why not? If he wants back in the NFL so bad and someone is willing to give him the opportunity, then why not take it? I will say this. I will say that this does feel like a move that would have made way more sense 5 or 6 years ago from a positional standpoint as well as a team standpoint, because I've always felt that Tebow and the Jaguars would have been a perfect marriage, so to speak. But in all honesty, the Jaguars of the past probably, they would have probably hurt him even more, if we're being honest. But the Jags do seem like they're going to be a very different team now. And it's hard to know whether or not Tebow will, would fit in with what Urban is doing. But it's not like any of us really know what he's going to be doing at this point anyway. So, yeah. Let me say this. I have always been enamored with Tim Tebow, or at least since the 2011 season. I despised him as a player when he played for the Gators because, well, I'm a Georgia fan. And Tebow kind of made life hell for us, But anyways, I remember that 2011 season. And, I do. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I remember being so fascinated with this guy. Like, knowing that he kind of really sucked at playing quarterback in the NFL. But he was always fun as hell to watch. Because, he was like a box of chocolates, man. Like, you didn't know what you're going to get. But you knew there was at least a chance that he was going to somehow go off in the fourth quarter. Tebow time. It was so weird, man. Like, how was he able to be so terrible and then out of nowhere become a top-tier quarterback in the final moments of the game? I just never understood it. There were some games, though, where he looked pretty damn good for the entire game and actually looked like a decent enough quarterback. But more times than not, he looked horrible. He did lead the Broncos to a division title and to the playoffs, though. In no small part, thanks to a historically awesome defense. Just saying. But yeah, as many of you, I'm sure, know, Tebow would end up getting traded to the Jets, who I say to this day purposely sabotaged him by putting him in lose-lose situations. And from there, he kind of became a preseason journeyman, getting training camp invites to the Patriots and then the Eagles before ultimately flaming out of the NFL. Then becoming a college football analyst for ESPN, which seemed like a natural fit for him. And eventually he tried his hand at minor league baseball in hopes of making it to the majors. which obviously didn't work out. But I'll say this. For a guy that hadn't played baseball since high school to make it as far as he did to AAA, that was impressive. And that's exactly why I think if anyone could return to football after, half a decade basically, and change positions and actually succeed, even if only good enough to earn a roster spot as a backup or a special teams player, then it's probably Tim Tebow. I don't know about you all, but the idea of seeing him play again is kind of exciting. It's exciting as well as fascinating. I think he can do it, and I'm rooting for the guy. I just like a good underdog story. I always root for the underdogs. And I think it's because I view myself as an underdog. And in a way, it's like I'm seeing my life and the things that I've been through certain players and teams. Tebow in particular. I don't want to get too deep on that and make this more of a personal video, but underdog stories just resonate with me. Well, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Share and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good one.